It doesn't get any bigger or bolder in the world of fashion. Badgley Mischka, one of the top fashion names in the country and around the world.
Welcome to West Palm.
How they got to the top, like so many, a relentless work ethic running the streets of New York and all-out passion for their craft.
Well, that's kind of always been the philosophy of Badgley Mischka, is like one zip and you're glamorous, or one zip and you're dressed. We started our company when there were a lot of very complicated clothes around that you basically needed instructions on how to wear them. They were just wrapped and tied and just very, very difficult to wear if you didn't already know how to do it. So we did our clothes that were very simple. One zipper and you are set.
More on their meteoric rise in the world of fashion in a moment.
Do you love it?
Oh, we do. Couldn't be better.
But how they landed in South Florida is another story.
So we really have been loving Palm Beach for so many years, and now we love to live here full time.
The pair met in New York. 1988 was the year. James, with a background in engineering, at one time he studied prosthetics, later getting into men's fashion. Mark, an accomplished equestrian. He came up in the design world at the knee of Donna Karan. The two met in New York. It was a match not only professionally, but personally. They started designing together and soon started their own brand. Self-funded and a struggle at first.
Early in the career, we would go to these parties and we'd be like, having this great time. We'd be like, oh my gosh, we have to go to FedEx right now because we will miss the shipping of the dress.
And there's moments of huge pleasure and creativity, but it's really a lot of work.
From the runways of Hollywood, New York, London, and Milan, success started showing up, and the pair started showing up like a lot of snowbirds in South Florida, making part-time stops through the years on Palm Beach.
I have to admit, I think growing up when we were first in New York City, we were, those kind of people that thought if you didn't live in New York, you were a loser. And now, as much as I love it there, I could never move back there. So happy here. Plus, sometimes it seems like half of New York is in Palm Beach.
We do primarily evening clothes, so evening clothes took an absolute nosedive during the pandemic. No one was going anywhere. Every event was canceled. It was just disastrous for an evening wear house, which is what we are. But we pivoted. We started making clothes that were more casual, still luxurious and beautiful, and what our customer expects from Badgley Mischka. But you're just more casual and more at home.
The style perfectly suited for the South Florida sunshine. The two chose Palm Beach as home to one of only two Badgley Mischka boutiques in the world, opening the doors right here on Worth Avenue.
We've always had an amazing Palm Beach business. We love how the Palm Beach woman dresses. We've always had a strong sort of contingency of New York, Palm Beach customers. Just made sense. We understand her, we understand the way she dresses, we know what her living room looks like, we know how she entertains.
And she likes our clothes, so that helps.
So it's just, it's always been really great.
I think the flora and the fauna of Palm Beach is really, well, more the flora than the fauna actually, is very inspirational. The flowers, the fantastic landscaping at some of our friends' houses inspire some of our prints that we use. Sometimes we use very tropical flowers in our prints, and it's all inspired by Palm Beach.
Today, Palm Beach is the place this dynamic duo hangs their hats, biking and dining at all the usual hotspots.
I find it fascinating the way people entertain here, the way that people dress here. It's got really a strong identity. It's a very strong culture. We just love it.
Palm Beach offering a new palette and just the pace the pair's been looking for.